this victory, and still till now, one of the main pillars of the national security of the country. Other lessons are the Arab community solidarity. One that was a great element and one of the main lessons learned by that time. I'm personally fought this war side by side by the Algerian brigade, armored Algerian brigade. And when I was wounded, I was evacuated with one of the Algerian pilots. It was great solidarity and cooperation and big fighting for a main principle and the rights of the Arabs to restore their lands that occupied by 1967.
Yes, indeed. Major General, let me ask you, how do you see this, victorious war changing the image of the Egyptian as well as the Arab soldier? As you mentioned, our solidarity with the Arab soldiers. How do you see the image of the army changing after this war?
From that time, the 10th of Ramadan, the 6th of October, the vision to the Egyptian soldier has been changed completely. By 1967, they were calling the soldier as a kind of those who cannot or doesn't have any capability or experience to fight a war. By 1973, the Egyptian soldier could approve himself by fighting this war. And this operation is one of the main, is considered one of the main and most complicated operations that could be done and carried out by the armed forces. Who carried out these missions, these complicated missions? The Egyptian soldier. This soldier we are speaking about has spent 12 years recruited in the army since the Yemen war, then the war of 1967, then the attrition war, then 1973, the 10th of Ramadan. There is no soldier can bear this time of this hard time and these hardships. The moral of the soldier was amazing by that time because they could achieve this mission under many umbrellas of high morality, the religious umbrella and the country behavior by that time, which could support them to achieve this mission.
Absolutely. Major General Hamdi, many victories were written in, by the Egyptians in the October War. In your opinion, what is one of the most important of these that really stands out for you?
From a viewpoint, I could remember that one of my armored vehicle was destroyed, and I found 3 of my soldiers participated in that operation, and in this bomb which struck the targeted this vehicle. You found the driver of the car was Omar Zaytoun from Aswan, Muslim, and the machine gun man was Bakheet. He's Christian from Asyut, and the leader of this team was Maher Nashid Wisa. He was wounded, and he is Christian. So the reconciliation and the Egyptian solidarity could be approved in that very small and very tiny show and happen an accident. And I could say that the war has many patriotical stories that approve that the Egyptian soldier and the Egyptian officer were completely solid to face this threat and approve themselves to free the land and restore the Egyptian dignity.
Yes, indeed. Patriotism and nationalism for Egypt, regardless of religion, at the end of the day, the Egyptian army fighting for the homeland, which is belonging to both Muslims and Christians and all Egyptians indeed. Major General, every year we commemorate the 10th of Ramadan. How important is it, in your opinion, to commemorate this victorious war on the 10th of Ramadan every year?
I think Ramadan is a religious feeling and religious spiritual environment to help the people to think and remember and restore the memories of Ramadan war and carry out all their mission in all the resources and areas of their lives according to the principles and what achieved in that time, restoring the dignity and proving themselves and achieving such victory.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Major General Hamdi Bakheet, our strategic expert and our guest for this afternoon. Thank you so much, sir, for your time and your insight. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and we'll be right back. Do stay tuned.